This is TWiT.
I bought, and this was Scott Wilkinson's recommendation. He reviewed it recently. This little DAC. It's called a hip DAC from iFi, and it's a battery backed up. So it's got its own power, and you take the USB out of your MacBook, which has an okay DAC, or I'm using it with an XPS 13. And so you just get the digital audio from your device. You can even use it with your iPhone if you want, with the right cable. And this really makes a big difference. And then you can put some decent headphones in. It sounds good. And this way I'm a little more portable,
Yeah, well, there's a lot
similar with my workstation.
Yeah. Actually, I'd love to have some good speakers with these. It might be pretty good.
It's funny, like AudioQuest, who makes expensive speaker cables, but they do a whole series. This is their high-end one that I got in for review, the Dragonfly. And
That's a DAC in that thing?
This is the DAC.
Wow.
This is the actual physical DAC.
That's awesome.
And these things are ridiculously good. I would start with the black, unless you have like some planar magnetic headphones that require a lot of power. This thing's complete overkill for the vast majority, but the AudioQuest Dragonfly back is amazing for the money.
I am listening on Hi-Fi Man, Electro Planar, whatever.
You should check it. You should look at Dan Clark Audio and the Aeon 2 that they just came out with. I'm actually just getting a set of those in for to take a look at. But Dan Clark, if you want to, their closed headphones are astonishing.
I think at my age, I should probably just wear hearing aids and not worry about it. Oh, these are pretty.
Well, they're. It's funny because when he came out with those, like the original Aeons. I was talking to him and I'm like, you're delivering something that's like as good as your primary product, but for half the price. And part of his thing is he's just out there to just kind of blow up the industry and deliver as much.
It must break his heart because there's so many kids listening on these little white iPod, headphones or iPhone headphones. And I don't think they're hearing the music. I really don't.
But that also used to be something I remember at the Revision 3 offices is I kind of became like, the
headphone man.
People be like, I hear you can make my music sound better. And I'd like hand them a set of headphones and they'd disappear and they'd come back and they'd be like, and even like a set of Sony MDR 7506s, which Robert's probably wearing right now or has near him, like for $80.
Good. Yeah, those are good.
They're on my head right now.
Yeah.
Paired with an external or a USB DAC that I love. From a company called Shit, and they're full of.
SCHITT.
IIT.
They're very good. Yeah.
IIT.
IIT.
But I just wanted something that gave me a physical knob, like old school analog knob for volume control. That's really all I wanted. Yeah. But it happens to perform perfectly. So
and if you're looking for a headphone amplifier, take a look at a company called JDS Labs. I know these guys. They're friends. But their Atom amplifier for $99. When you go to someplace like Audio Science Review, it's outperforming. This is a $99 inexpensive product they did because they do their Elements was just like my old headphone amplifier DAC was kind of trash. They had just come out with the Element. I fell in love with it, and then the primary engineer spent a couple of years kind of experimenting and figuring out how to lay out the boards, and he's created this. I was laughing because I had this like. $1,300 set of like this very, serious audio company's speakers. And it was picking up all the noise from my 34-inch curved monitor. And it was really frustrating because if there was a pause something or if there was a quiet passage, I would hear noise from the monitor. And then this $99 headphone amplifier, you could basically like shove it up against the alternator of a car and it picked up nothing. I mean, it was next to this monitor and it was picked up nothing. And it's amazing, like companies like these guys like JDS Labs and again, like, Mr. Speakers, they're delivering astonishing audio quality for not that much money, and it's pretty amazing to look at.
Is this the stuff you guys talk about on AVXL?
It is. We talk a lot about screens and projectors and content and what's going on in the industry, and good. Robert's kind of amazing. If you ever want to know about televisions, Robert. He knows his stuff.
He has calibrated several of my TVs. Thank you, Robert, very much.